Into the Mystic is such a majestic song from Van Morrison. It's such a spiritual song, and I love what he says about it. This is a quote from Van Morrison about Into the Mystic. He says, "Into the Mystic is another one like Madame Joy and Brown Eyed Girl. Originally, I wrote it as Into the Misty, but later I thought that it had something of an ethereal feeling to it, so I called it Into the Mystic." That song is kind of funny because when it came time to send the lyrics to WB Music, I couldn't figure out what to send them, because really the song has two sets of lyrics. For example, there was, quote, "I was born before the wind," like born without the E at the end of born. I was born before the wind, and I was born before the wind, like BORNE. I was born before the wind. And also younger than the sun, ere the bonny boat was won. And then that compared that to all like ALL space, so younger than the SON, sun, like not the sun in the sky, the SON, ere the bonny boat was won, like WON, one. I guess the song is just about being part of the universe. I thought that was super cool. And yeah, so let's get into the song, guys. So it's in, I'm going to call it D, even though it's capo 1 D, so it's actually E flat. But we're just going to call this the major 1 D, okay? Just for lack of a better name, we're going to call it D major, even though it's E flat, okay? So it's a half step above what I'm saying. Okay, so the thing I love about this song is that it takes its sweet-ass time, and it's all about his vocal phrasing here. And just the dynamics of the band, everything's so alive. There's not a whole lot of compression going on here, you know what I mean? Like, not everything is, like, fixed to the same dynamics. It like, everything's growing and breathing. It starts, like, with the guitar. The right ear has, like, guitar strumming, and then the left ear has more, like... And that's later when it goes... Right? That the left ear has that, and the piano joins in the left ear. But let's talk about the harmony. So, it starts on D, okay? And that's the major 1 chord, okay? And I love how seldom he changes chords. It really is like, just like every chord is like its own river. It's its own like just plane, its own world, right? Just doo-doo-doo, boom, boom. The bass line, doo-doo-doo, boom, boom. It just stays there, what? So calming, just like... It just sounds like you're in a canoe, right? You're like really sailing into the mystic. The music supports the lyrics so well. This, anytime you hear like blues, what you're hearing is the root and the 5th and going up to the major 6th. Right? Right? And that's what the bass line's doing. And when it changes to the other chord, it goes... Right? And it just stays there. We were born before the wind. Still the 1 chord. Also younger than the sun. And then to the 5 chord finally. Yeah, the bonny boat was won as we sailed into the mystic. And this verse that we're hearing only happens once in the whole song. It never goes back to this section. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Like the I really just, he's so in it. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Right? Now the 5 chord. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. So that's like the verse, right? Maybe the first 2 verses, and never goes back to that section. And then we continue on with the minor 3 chord, F sharp minor, okay? And when that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. And I love when he says foghorn blows. That saxophone really like encapsulates like the feeling, imitates the feeling of a foghorn. And I just love the lyric, right? It's like you're just in the ocean, you're in the river. And when that foghorn blows. Very Van to go, I will be coming home. He always goes, he's always singing like, you know, do, re, mi, do, re. He's always like, re, do. He does that so much. It's like such his style. I will be coming home. It goes back to the minor 3 chord, F sharp minor. Again, I'm in capo 1. Yeah, when that foghorn blows. And now he, instead of going back to the 1 chord, he goes to the 5 chord. He goes, I wanna hear it. The 5 chord is the perfect leading chord. Leads to, okay? So where he goes to A, when the foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. The 5 chord, and then he grows. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul. Like, that's insane. What an insane line. I wanna rock your gypsy soul. I just love the. Oh, I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. And magnificently we will float into the mystic. It's like the lyrics are just amazing. And I want to rock your gypsy soul just like way back in the days of old. It's like so Van, right? So Van Morrison. Then magnificently. I love how he says magnificent. And magnificently we will float into the mystic. Boom, boom, boom. And now instead of a verse, instead of we were born before the right, he does that like section, but not with the vocals, obviously. We got like the beautiful foghorn solo with the saxophone layers. Dun, 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 like beautiful harmonies, and it's such a great texture to layer saxophone harmonies. You don't hear that like this and done in this way very often. It's like perfect context for having a saxophone. The foghorn, I love that. 5 chord. Like it could have just been like a sax solo, like just going off and doing jazzy bluesy licks, but like the fact that they stick it to that awesome riff harmonized is just beautiful. And then finally it goes back to the B section, and when that foghorn blows, that's the minor 3 to the 4 chord. Okay, G again. I'm in capo 1. You know he goes, you know I will be coming home, and then he goes. Listen to that. After the sax solo, and then it goes back to the vocals. When that foghorn blows, he goes, you know I will be coming home. I love that part so much. It's so great. He's so loose, so free. And back to it, he's like, and when that foghorn whistle blows. So much dynamics and emotion in his vocals. And the 5 chord, I gotta hear it. And he's up there. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, oh, just like way back in the days of old. Like the intricacies of his melody is so nice, and I heard like another take of him doing this. Like obviously they didn't keep this take, but it was pretty different. So he must have just been like improvising, and they chose the best part. They comped it, right? Like they chose the best vocal. I love the way he improvises vocally. A lot of his songs are pretty loose, you know? He has so much soul. It's really awesome. And he's always doing the and together we will flow, right? And to the mystic. Like that. And to the mystic. Oh my god, like so much flow, so much swag. In the left ear, you can hear piano throughout the song, which is really nice blend with the fingerstyle guitar going on in the left ear. And the bass line and the drums are growing in the more intense sections. The song is very alive. It's very natural and organic, right? Nothing's to the grid in these days, you know? Everything is just like the band is breathing and they're like doing multiple takes. Beautiful arrangement. Like I said, the right ear has more acoustic strumming. The left ear has the finger picking with the piano. The bass is really growing, and like the harmonized saxophones. There's no vocal harmonies in this song. It's just Van doing his thing. The bass grows, and it eventually gets more involved. It just like really gets more alive. And the instruments are really speaking to each other. And Van's just floating on top. Come on, girl! And I love when he goes, too late to stop now. It's like so free, man. I can't get enough of the first verse. Like, I just love the lyrics. We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. And the bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. So much soul, man. It's Van doing his thing. But in the context of like the imagery in this song and the arrangement, it really just feels like we're just floating down. We're in a canoe, on a canoe, floating down like an eternal river. Beautiful song released in the Moondance album, 1970. This is some classic soul right here. Thanks for listening, guys. And if you want some free ear training, check out my show notes. You can also head to learn.danbarracuda.com/practice to get some free ear training in. And that whole thing that I give you is access to the practice room, which is like 15 days of ear training, 5-minute exercises. And it's all good warm-up for my actual course, which is called Unlock Your Musician's Ear. You can check that out at learn.danbarracuda.com/unlock. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next episode.